Hello, this is Reporter Television and I am Betha Mikhail. Amidst 70th anniversary celebrations, Ethiopian Airlines is going to take delivery of its first Airbus A350-900 jetliner in May 2016. Airbus has confirmed to the reporter that it will deliver Africa's first A350-900 to Ethiopian Airlines in May in accordance with its original agreement. In an email response to the reporter, Airbus said that in November 2015, it has established a dedicated customer support office in Addis Ababa within Ethiopian Airlines premises, which will be staffed with a team of Airbus field service personnel. This week, Ethiopian brand new A350-900 came out of Airbus's final assembly line in Belwaing Airport, Toulouse, France. According to Airbus, the state-of-art jetliner with the Ethiopian livery will soon undergo a series of rigorous outdoor tests before being moved to the cabin completion and equipping center. Ethiopian Airlines is training its aircraft maintenance technicians and cockpit crew in the A350-900 at the headquarters of Airbus in Toulouse. The first batch of pilots and more than 20 technicians from Ethiopian Maintenance, Repair and Overhaul Center were sent to Toulouse and they are taking courses. Captain Yohannes Hailemariam, Vice President of Flight Operations, told the reporters Kale Jesus Bekele that initially the airline would train 14 pilots on the A350 and the first 6 have left last week. Currently, the Ethiopian operates 76 modern aircrafts, including 13 B787s, and plans to double its fleet by 2025. The Ministry of Finance and Economic Cooperation revealed that China is the leading source of finance among foreign countries that the Ethiopian government has identified as its lenders and donors to cover the budgetary requirements. Abdulaziz Mohammed, minister at the Ministry of Finance and Economic Cooperation, who presented his office's 6-month performance report to the House of People's Representative on Tuesday, said that during the past 6 months, out of the targeted 6.47 billion USD, 1.5 billion USD has been secured from development partners. According to the minister, the performance rate has so far been achieved is 67.7% of what is expected of the first half of the fiscal year. The minister told MPs that out of the total finance, 799.36 million USD was secured from bilateral sources, while the remaining 701.82 million USD was fetched from multilateral sources. Similarly, out of the total amount 1.02 billion USD, which has a share of 68%, was secured as a loan, while the remaining 480 million USD was fetched as a donation. Hence, China is the leading country, contributing 569.05 million USD, which is about 37.9% of the total finance secured, as Yohannes Abi reported. The Ethiopian cement industry is facing various critical challenges affecting the productivity and growth of local cement factories. At the first East African Cement, Concrete and Energy Summit held from March 17 to 19, 2016 at the African Union Conference Hall, industry players said that the local cement industry was at crossroads. Gamechu Waktola, managing director of iCapital Africa Institute, said that though the cement production capacity of the nation was in general growing, the consumption of the cement was not increasing proportionally. There are more than 20 cement factories, and the aggregate installed cement production capacity has reached 15 million tons, with the new giant entrant of Dangote Cement with 2.5 million tons annual production capacity. Mugar Cement, Mesabo, Dangote, Darba and National Cement are the leading industry players, and Abasha Cement with the capacity of 1.4 million tons will join the market next year. Kale Jesus Bekele reported that though the annual cement production capacity grew by 5-fold to 50 million tons, the annual cement consumption stood only at 6 million tons. According to Gamechu, the cement market has saturated. The local cement manufacturers tried to export cement to South Sudan, Djibouti, and Kenya. However, the market is limited and could not solve the market saturation problem. Gamechu said that it needs a coordinated effort by the government and all stakeholders to solve the problems facing the industry. He also recommended to work hard on creating additional market and substituting energy. The Minister of Public Enterprise is set to privatize the famous National Tobacco Enterprise Share Company, a legal tobacco monopoly in Ethiopia, and the state-owned Ethiopian Crown Cork and Can Manufacturing Industry Share Company. The government owns 78% stake in the National Tobacco Enterprise, while the remaining 22% is owned by a Yemeni company, Sheba Investment PLC. Hence, in the latest round of bid, the government has floated only 40% of the stake that it has on the tobacco company, while the remaining 38% of share will stay under the control of the government. Regarding Ethiopian Crown Cork and Can Manufacturing Industry, the ministry has offered 75% of ownership right for sale. According to Wandafrash Asafa, head of public relations for the ministry, although the ownership right of the government will decline, the enterprise will retain its monopoly right even after privatization. Jonas Abi reported that in addition to transferring the two companies in an open bid, the ministry has also offered two giant textile factories, Bahar Dar Textile Share Company and Kombolcha Textile Share Company, on the basis of negotiated acquisition. Finally, sports. Ethiopian national team forward Saladin Said has rejected the call to join the Walias after coach Yohannes Sahle announced his 23-man squad, which included Saladin, ahead of the upcoming fixture against Algeria in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Former Wadi Degla, Al Ahli, MC Alger and current St. George striker declared that he is not psychologically and physically ready to play against Algeria and that he has not been training for the past 2 months. Saladin last played for the Walias in June last year against Lesotho, in which he scored the winning goal in the second half. According to Dawit Talosa's report, the 27-year-old Saladin joined local giant St. George after terminating his contract with the Algerian side MC Alger in January. In a related news, Yohannes has included Ethiopian coffee defender Abdul Karim Mohammed, replacing the David's Suyum Tasfaye, who will be out due to injury. Adama City, forward and leading scorer of the Ethiopian Premier League Tafasa Tasfaye, has also been excluded from the squad due to injury. The former Mugar Cement coach Girma Hapte Yohannes announced 38 players for the 2017 Under-20 Cup of Nations qualifiers. The selected players will start their preparations ahead of their first match against Somalia, which will be held on April 1st. The qualifiers will be played between April 1st and July 24, 2016. After securing qualifications, 7 teams will be joining hosts Zambia. Both home and away matches between the Young Walias and Somali will be played at the Addis Ababa Stadium due to unstable political situation in Somalia. According to the Ethiopian Football Federation, Asagid Aklilu Electric, Pulcha Shura Adama City, Sintayo Mengistu Walaita Dicha, Fatuddin Jamal Walaita Dicha, Dagem Nuguse Walaita Dicha, and Yari Dawit Walaita Dicha are the players selected from the Ethiopian Premier League. The 2017 African Under-20 Cup of Nations will be the 20th edition of the biennial International Youth Football Tournament organized by the Confederation of African Football, CAF, for players aged under 20 and below. The draws were conducted during the CAF Executive Committee meeting held on Friday, 5th of February 2016 in Kigali, Rwanda. Dawit Talosa reported that the first 4 teams will qualify for the 2017 FIFA Under-20 World Cup to be held in South Korea. That was all for today. Thank you for watching. For detailed information and exclusive interviews, make sure to go to our website, thereporterethiopia.com.